He's been hit with charges after pictures in this video showing him handling an alligator, which he posted, were seen by law enforcement.
My real name Jordan Bedford, but I go by the Alligator Man.
Okay. Alligator Man, what's the common factor among all Florida men?
We all different. Well, I'm different from the rest because I do the wrong thing in the right way, if that makes sense.
No.
No? See, you're not from Florida, so you don't understand my language, what I'm talking right now, but I do the wild things. Anything you think of, I probably do it. Like I tell you, anything. I catch gators.
Anything?
Anything. Well, not anything, but basically anything when it comes to the reptile animals. Mainly the alligators, though. Well, like here in Florida, you're not allowed to catch an alligator. I mean, I didn't know that before, but I know now. I just had a little fun, put them on a leash and dance with the last one they seen.
What kind of dancing did you do with the alligator?
The Alligator Man dance. You gotta kick your feet, spell alligator in the sand as you're dancing, as you're going around, you spell an alligator and you end it with the stomp. The Alligator Man got a commercial, too.
You have a commercial?
Yeah, he got a commercial. He got a theme song. Everybody sing like, na 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 na, it's the Alligator Man.
That is 100% the McDonald's jingle.
Well, it's the Alligator Man's on now.
I see what you're saying about doing the wrong thing in the right way and how it works.
It worked.
Where do you find alligators in Florida?
If there's a lake, there's a gator. I promise you. There's gators everywhere.
These chairs are very hard to get up out of.
She gone.
So many Florida men, so many f***ing alligators. Surely there's a Florida man who's normal.
Hi, Missy, I am Captain Silky Silvertips.
Cool. And you're a pirate?
Well, I'm a pirate most of the day. When I'm not, I'm a landscaper.
What could a landscaper pirate possibly have done?
A man dressed as a pirate is accused of shooting his gun on the 7 Mile Bridge in South Florida.
So I took out my flintlocks to shoot at the sun. Now, mind you, there was no projectiles.
Yeah, you can put that. You don't
Simply
have to
gunpowder,
just
right?
put it away. Why do you defend what you did?
Well, I defend my Second Amendment right.
Your Second Amendment right to shoot a gun into the sun?
Yeah, why not?
How exactly did you become a Florida man?
To become a Florida man, you must first be a Florida boy and experience the life that it gives you as a boy to hone your skills to be, in my case, a Florida pirate man.
Have you always been a Florida man?
No. Originally, I hailed from Chicago.
Oh, so you're a transplant.
I was then. But since then, I've lived my entire life here in the Keys.
What do you think is behind every Florida man?
Must be the water that we're drinking down here to drive us to what we do.
It's a water conspiracy.
And women.
Women?
Yeah. They're the ones that drive you crazy.
And while I was running away from these unusual men, I was heading towards some new ideas. There had to be a common thread. What was I missing? There was something different about this state. So many Florida man stories filling the news. Did Florida reporters know something I didn't? I went to an undisclosed orange grove to meet a very casually dressed journalist to find out.
What can you tell me about these Florida man stories? I mean, I have my own research, but you just give me yours just so we can compare notes.
Yeah, I mean, they are true. People do weird things here in Florida, and it gets into the news.
No shit.
Yeah, a major factor is that we went from being the least populated southern state in 1940 to now being the 3rd most populous state in the country.
Sure.
We've got
This nerd knew a lot about Florida, and while he mostly rambled, I was connecting the dots.
We built tons of homes everywhere where there used to be just wilderness.
If there's a lake, there's a gator.
You can get just about any kind of weapon you want here.
This is me night.
49th among the states in funding for mental health treatment.
Mental health issues?
Another big factor is Florida was the first state in the nation to pass this landmark law called the Sunshine Act that says that basically any government document is available for reporters to go in and see. Police reports, for instance, are all open for inspection.
And that's when it hit me. The missing piece of the puzzle.
By a guy named Emery Red.
Shut up. That's it.
What's it?
It's the Sunshine Act.
Yeah?
It's not what causes Florida man, it's why we hear about Florida man.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just figured it out all by myself. I'm a genius.
Florida man has been the butt of countless jokes, but maybe that's not fair. Well, this guy was pretty weird. The Sunshine Act makes it easier to discover Florida man stories, but I was just scratching the surface. We may not hear about them as much, but it turns out there are Florida men in every state.
He tried to shoot the dog shoots its owner. Maybe the emoji.
And while Florida will always be America's petri dish of batshit behavior, the truth is, there's a little Florida man in all of us.